What's up, everybody? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Collector's Mingle. We got a great show tonight. We're going to talk about the Hot Toys Dead Strange, a figure that's really taken the community by storm lately. We're going to talk about, is it a good figure to purchase for you? Is it something maybe where price comes into play? A lot to really talk about with that one. We're also going to talk about the InArt Pennywise. There are people who have really been asking me a lot about that one quite a bit, tagging me in Instagram posts, all that cool stuff. Totally forgot to talk about it on Friday for some reason, so we got to talk about it here tonight. We're also going to talk about the Mars Toys Gus Fring 2-pack, because that was really interesting to me. Was super excited about that one. We're also going to talk about everything else philosophy under the sun. So we got a great panel for you guys tonight. Stay tuned. Lots coming at you right around the corner. Yo,
that's what it sounds like, bro.
That intro, bro?
Yeah, that's the intro.
Yeah, I know. I need to just do that. I'll record you doing that and just play that as the intro instead. And people, I don't know if people noticed, I had to bring the hat back because I burnt the shit out of my head today. Because I walked outside in the sun for like an hour and 15 minutes. My girlfriend and I were like, let's go on a walk. We walked like 4 miles. It was great. It felt very healthy, but then got very sunburnt. So this is what I get for being productive. So
yeah,
I don't know. All I can say is, look at this beautiful panel I have in front of me. And there may be one other that arrives a little bit later. You know, I won't spoil the special guest, but he could be here a little bit later. Let's address this panel, this beautiful panel here, before we get to the addressing the chat and the topics. Dean the Dream, bro.
What up?
My adopted brother. How you doing, man?
Good, dude. How about you?
Dude, I'm just upset that you got your Game Toys Cloud before me. That's
bro, I can't believe it, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
He's right here on my desk.
Really? Are you loving him? Oh, dude. That is so nice, dude.
I was like, bro, if I had to sell everything in my collection and keep one thing, it'd be this.
Really? It's that good?
Well, I love Cloud that much, but
I know
it
you
is
do.
that good also.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dean, happy to have you, man. My brother, and appreciate you stopping in as always, especially short notice. So appreciate it, man. But Lael, dude, I see you posing some cool shit over there. What's up?
Yeah, we just got done off of Take Your Position. It was the last Sunday live show. So yeah, man, it was fun. It was pretty fun. So the only thing that's not fun about it is when you got to put the figures away and you got to clean everything around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate that so much, man, because it's like all the accessories are sitting around and you got to clean it up. And I'm trying to get it done before Toya comes downstairs because she sees the mess. You're gonna get pissed off even more.
She's like, what is this?
Yeah, I know, man. So yeah, it was, quite the journey. But yeah, everything else was pretty cool, man. Thanks for having me.
Well, I love the shirt, bro. Super cool.
Thank you, man. It's hot. Well, it was not hot, but it was nice outside. So I was like, you know what? I just want to feel festive today. So
festive.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we got a celebrity in our midst, Leo. So, Mr. KG Charlemagne, Mr. 10%.
It's 10%.
How you doing, KG? Been a while since I've seen you.
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, I'm in Georgia right now filming a movie, and every day, and every night, Lael keeps, emailing me and texting me, "Where's my 10%?"
Yeah, it was my 10%. Yeah,
it's never gonna end until you
I
send
don't know what to do. I don't know.
I want my money. I want my money. I want my money, man. Just give me money.
No, but thank you for having me. I can't wait to talk about the stuff that we have for tonight. It's gonna be fun.
Well, it's gonna be awesome, KG. Happy to have you, bro, as always. Now, and you're famous, so you bring the viewers, especially the ladies, in. So if anything, happy to have you. So
definitely bring the ladies.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. So, we know that for a fact. But guys, let's address the chat real quick before we jump into our first topic of the evening. Maniac Collectors, Maniac. Dude, thanks so much for joining. Evening Collectors. Riley Reviews in the house. Riley the party animal, as the ladies call him. What a glorious panel. My Wonder Twin holding it down. Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah. Right. Oh, Ben Thomas. Ben, how you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping in. Dinesh. Dinesh, I'm gonna try to pronounce your last name again. Dinesh Theagaraja? I'm going to say that's correct, Dinesh. If not, let me know. Thanks so much, though, for stopping in. AJ Agarusa, greetings all. Hope everyone is well. Community Arcade, hello, friends. Ebu127, hey, Ebu, how you doing? Feezy's Figures, what did you crew? Hope everyone is having a good weekend so far. Thanks so much, Feezy.
Yes.
We are. Angel, hello. Anthony Cafferata, excited to watch this live. A lot of tough last names tonight. You guys are really testing me. DT Artman, good evening, everyone. Primetime Reviews. Yo, what's up, everyone? Pablo Meza, Dockinator in the house. Dude, Dockinator. The fox and the feet. That's what the show should be called. The show should be called. Linda, always a Pennywise president of Pennywise fan club. So, and we're talking about Pennywise tonight. So, no doubt Linda's here.
Right, that's right.
No doubt Linda's here. We knew she'd be here. Dope panel, agreed, man. Really is dope panel. Andrew James, KG the legend. He is. Charles Rubel, this is where the fun begins. Absolutely, bro. Perfectly timed comment. Bob Dylan, hello everyone. Is that Dean the friggin' dream? Yeah, Dean's a celebrity too, bro.
Dean's
He
here.
really is.
Dean the dream.
AJ said, hey, what happens to it? Can't go out in the sun for more than 20 minutes. That issues. Yeah, man. I think AJ, you're bald like me. Yep. It's like a bald guy thing. Like the top of your head has been used to having hair for so long, and it's like it's not used to getting sun. And now it does, and you get burnt. So, props to Lael's fit. Yeah, that shirt is badass.
Oh, appreciate you, Andrew, man. I'm channeling my inner beach boy.
That's how you do it, bro. KG's display is focused clean. Yeah, KG's display is really clean for sure, man. Ben's a great panel.
It is focused clean.
Philip the Fool. Dinesh said, yep. Oh, I got it right, dude. Hell yeah. Okay. Revan, AKL, called another live stream. Hello from New Zealand. Hello. Christian Lopez. Gina said hi. Bob Dylan left KG's display behind him. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for joining, Gina. Dean Martin in the house himself. Dean's here twice. Let's see. And we got, dude, Superhero Displays. Thanks so much for the super chat. Hail, Knights of the Display Case. Thanks so much, bro. Thanks so much.
Man.
Christian Detour Collections. Hey, guys. But thank you so much, Superhero Displays. Yeah, seriously. Means a lot. Dean the Dream killed the cave guy. Stack time. Nice. I don't know what that means, but we're going to take it as a good one. Okay.
We were playing Elden Ring today.
Oh, that what it was. Okay, gotcha. Dude, I haven't played Elden Ring. I know you were telling me it's great though, Dean. I gotta try.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm like super high level, so I convinced. I mean, he was gonna get the game anyway, but I was like, bro, if you get the game, like I'll help you. So we all day today.
So you picked it. You got him to do it that way.
Oh, it's such a good game. I like purposefully haven't beaten it. I know you could like beat it and then start over again, but I've just been helping. You could like put your like name down on the ground and people can summon you to help them. Just random people. So I just like sit at the boss doors and wait for people to It's so fun, bro.
Dude, that's awesome, man. And Dean, I gotta ask you a question here. I gotta ask all you guys a question here.
Yeah.
We got something that might get a little spicy, but we're gonna do it just because it's always fun to talk about these type of topics. So, Dead Doctor Strange, or Dead Strange as they call him, as many thought it would be called, would be Zombie Strange, but Hot Toys had other plans in mind. So they're calling this one Dead Strange, right? This is from Multiverse of Madness, where, again, not really spoilers, but Doctor Strange shows up in this type of form, and I won't say any more than that. It dropped the other day, earlier this week, $385, out the door from Sideshow, or at least, the retail price, and then you're paying shipping and tax in most states. So this one has been a little bit exciting for a lot of people, but also a little bit controversial in some spots just because of the price. Has been a little debated just because we're noticing prices going up on pretty much everything collecting nowadays.
Yeah.
But Dean, I gotta ask you, bro, I don't know if you've seen Multiverse of Madness. Is this a figure you're going to consider picking up? Do you think it's a worthy pickup for yourself or most people, or do you think maybe the prices are getting a little bit to the point where it's like, it's a little bit out of control? What do you think?
This is a cool piece. I feel like if you're a Doctor Strange collector, it's a must-have. I feel like if you just need a Doctor Strange in the collection, like me or most people, probably an easy pass, especially at that price, bro. $385, then tax and shipping. This is over $400. There's just, I could not justify that price for damn near anything. I mean,
that's a PS5 digital edition.
That's
yeah.
It's just, it's cool, dude, especially with the cape on and all the arms. I mean, it's a big piece. It's not like it's an insignificant collectible, but oh, dude, that price is just so outrageous. And most prices right now are outrageous, but for me, it's a super easy pass. But I could see why like some people would want it. And, if you got to have it, you got to have it. But dear God, dude.
Did you like the film, Dean? Are you like attached to it?
Yeah, it was a great film. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. There's a couple spots that scared the hell out of me. I was like, oh, fuck. I jumped out of my seat, bro. It was great. But, yeah. I mean, it's like with like Hot Toys Iron Man, like the Mark 46. Is it the 46 or the 47? I think the 46. That's the one in Age of Ultron, yeah?
That's 45, I believe.
Yeah, you think 45. 46
Oh, the 45. You're right. 45.
Yeah.
Mark 45. That makes an appearance in the movie at the tail end for, I don't know, a few minutes. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's insignificant, but it's like you don't have to have that suit, right? Mark 3, Mark 1, Mark 7, Mark 46. Those are like iconic suits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this Strange kind of is also iconic. Like it's at the tail end of the movie, and he fucking shows up with all his bells and whistles, and he goes to town, right? So I feel like this is a Doctor Strange to have if you wanted to pick one or two. But yeah, it's that price, dude. Honestly, if it was cheaper, I'd probably want it. But dear God,
What do you guys? Because I'm wondering why it's maybe priced this way, and it's got to be the diorama piece, or so to speak, like the zombies, skeletons, whatever. Like I think that's definitely what's raising the price here, considering it's like a pretty big piece. But
are they even articulated? Like
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
it's like just molded plastic. You could fucking 3D print that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You could
Maybe
you
that's
could
what it
literally buy a 3D printer and the filament and probably get a file for free, cheaper than this whole figure.
was. Right.
It's
I think we've noticed it though, Dean. Like, what was it? The Chrome Mando Deluxe is like $375. Like, so it's right around the same range. So
but that also comes with a ton of
it comes with
with a lot of
Grogu
stuff.
too. Yeah. But
yeah, another figure, all the different little backpack stuff, and
right.
I don't want to say it's a much more intricate figure because it's just a figure with armor, but like those are all separate pieces that attach to the figure. Strange is just like a guy in a cloth suit, and then
Yeah.
I guess the cape is pretty intricate, but I don't know, dude. That I can't get over that price, bro.
Where would it be at, Dean, where it would tempt you? Like 325 maybe?
Yeah, like I could understand like over 3 for sure,
Yeah.
but and then you got to factor in like tax and shipping for most of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would end up being around 350, and I could be like, okay, I could kind of see where they're coming from. Total price, like I get it, but over 4, probably what after tax and then shipping 410, 415, maybe
Yeah,
more, 420. There's just no way, bro. That's a lot of money for a collectible.
Yeah. It is. So what about you, KG? How are you feeling about this? Is this something you feel you're going to pick up, or what are your overall thoughts on it? And then the price and everything in totality.
Yeah, it's a good question. And I know this has been like the main topic that people were talking about for the last couple of days. I was watching Lael's live stream today with Zendaya, and it was it was an amazing live stream. It was something that was there was a lot of great points on the live stream, and price is number one issue. Prices, and not just Hot Toys, but everything. Everything from grocery shopping to buying a bed or something like that. Or furniture. It's going up in price. That's just how things are working now. 385. I do understand some people's opinions, or what they thought about the price. For me, I think 385 it's a little steep. I think what would have appealed to me as far as pricing goes, I think anywhere between 320 to 350 would have been a great price range. But 385 to 400, you're already pushing diecast price, and Riley brought up a good point. I think the Dead Iron Man, the Mysterio Illusionist Iron Man Mark 46 is, I believe, 423 or 405. And he's right. It seems like there's a trend going on with zombie stuff that are going up in value as well, pricing, and it's because of the intricate details that's going through, and
that's a good point.
So the intricacy of the detailing. I mean, you're dealing with a new sculpt. So you have that. You're dealing with a cape that has, you do have like 3D printing, skulls into it. And also you do see some prints throughout the cape that has skulls in the cape. So, you have that. But the cool thing about this too is that the Souls of the Damned, you could change that into a diorama display. Like in some of the pictures you see, you could see kind of the Souls of the Damned kind of climbing up, trying to grab Strange. It's a cool thing, and for me personally, I would pick this up, but I think just spending like $430, or I think here to Georgia, I think it's $430 shipped. So yeah, it's a huge dent on my wallet. So I'd rather wait because prices are going down. The market's so oversaturated, and you probably can find this guy for maybe at best 300 to 320 shipped. So I'm just kind of waiting for the right price to get this, because this is a cool piece. I mean, if you have this in front of your display, it's a phenomenal piece. Don't get me wrong, but the price is what's hurting a lot of people, and kind of just saying, you know what, I'd rather just wait. Yeah, but overall, it's a great piece. For me, I'm just going to wait to find the right ideal price that I feel comfortable, picking up.
Yeah. And it's interesting, KJ, I think we're all on the same page in terms of like, no one's taking anything away from the piece itself.
Oh, no. It's a phenomenal piece.
It's incredible, yeah.
I mean, from top to bottom, the intricacy of the detail inside the chest, you can see the rib cage, you can see the missing chunk of the cheek on his head sculpt. Yeah. I mean, it's a phenomenal piece. Don't get me wrong. The intricacy of the teeth, the flesh inside of in the mouth, it's amazing. And the fact that you can actually have different display options with the soles of the dam is amazing. I absolutely love it. I do hope the cape was also wired, which I think it is. But yeah.
Bob Dylan did point out to me that the arms are articulated, by the way.
Okay,
so like,
well, that's great.
The souls of the dead or the damned or whatever, like they are articulated. So that is cool. That is cool.
The fact that you could still see the resemblance of Benedict Cumberbatch
it's
in
insane.
the sculpt it says volumes on this.
Yeah, I followed the guy on Instagram that creates the sculpt, and he has been creating. I think he did like a test for the Sherlock Holmes version of Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's an amazing sculptor when it comes to Benedict Cumberbatch. But yeah, and the thing is, I think the reason why it's $385 is because nothing's being reused here, as far as accessories. Maybe the base is the only thing that's being reused, but other than that, it's very costly to make a new figure now. So some might grasp, you can understand why it's $385, but at the same time, it's a hard pill to swallow.
Kind of like how Venom was a little pricey because it's a brand new body, so maybe it's that kind of what. This is probably a similar body they've used a million times, but they're probably just changing it around.
Yeah,
so.
There you go.
But anyway, but Lael, dude, I know you have some thoughts on this figure, man. What do you think about it overall?
I mean, I got crucified for my opinions. So
really,
yeah, I've been getting crucified. I even got crucified on your channel the other day. Remember that? I don't know if you saw in the chat or actually in the message later on. I got to, but here's the thing, and I want to reference, preface this by saying, look, we're not saying that you guys out there shouldn't get this figure. We're not telling anybody. I'm definitely not telling anybody to get this figure, because the thing is, it's by personal choice. Like anybody who loves and I love the film, and I definitely love the film. I love Strange and stuff like that. And I was anticipating this figure dropping. I didn't know they were going to actually give it the Damned. I didn't actually think that they were going to give the Spirit of the Damned. I never thought that they would come with this figure. I mean, I knew we were going to get certain things with it, but I didn't think to this extent. And I think they knocked it out the park, bro. They killed it with this figure. Like the detail, the tailoring, the quality in that head sculpt. It is top notch. This is what there's signs of innovation here. And the simple fact that with that, you could not only you can use it as a diorama as well. And I like that. Again, look, there are certain figures that we love, that we're willing to pay a certain price for, especially if it's something that we want. Again, coming off a Star Wars Celebration and knowing what's coming out, I have to really, really hunker down and be careful about what I purchase.
Yeah.
This at $385 versus something else that I know I can get at a cheaper price, and especially something that I want. Not saying that I don't want this, is just that right now there are other figures that take up priority. I mean, if I can get this and use points to bring that price down, definitely I would. But again, it's not something I'm going to pick up right away. Definitely you want to pick it up if you are a Doctor Strange fan, because I got a strange feeling that this thing, pun intended, this will actually sell out. It might sell out. It might be one of those pieces that will get waitlisted because it's just that beautiful. You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, I think it's an amazing piece. It's just that I have my gears towards something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at other figures that I want. that I think that would fit, what I'm going for right now. But definitely, like I said, if people are in line to get this figure, it's an amazing piece. Look, we know that inflation's out there. We know that the cost for materials, when it costs for import, costs for production, those things are high right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we know that there are sacrifices to be made. And with this company, just like any other company, they're trying to make money. You know what I mean? They have to basically make money to recoup costs for what they spent to make these figures. We get that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it doesn't mean that, for those of us who see this, that we have to be in full participation and say, okay, I'm just going to get it. I just won't for right now. More power to everybody that are going to get it. And again, like maybe if they, again, the company we will not name, I'm definitely not going to name today because I'm kind of pissed at them. Maybe they'll drop it in price, or which I don't think, because this is going to be something that is a primary focus. I know a lot of people are going to get this figure, so again, it's going to be a crazy release. Me also, I want to wait and see what the actual production photos look like. I want to see that first, because this looks great. I just hope they don't take a lot away from it once we get those production photos. Sure. You know what I mean? And they don't devalue what we actually see right now, what we come to expect. But other than that, like it's extremely amazing, Meg. And I don't know. Just right now, 385 isn't in a range that I'm willing to pay for it right now. You know what I mean? Who knows how it's going to be if I got everything else that I want and I can go back and revisit it if it's still available. I'm all in for it. You know what I mean?
And wait till you see that vulture price. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be a little sticker shock. Yeah,
it's going to be a big price.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so I'm glad I got that Jazz Inc. version. It got it out the way, so I don't have to really worry about that smoke. So that's not even a conversation that I need to have, you know what I mean, at this point. But I mean, again, one thing I will say about Hot Toys, bro, is that they bring the quality. We want quality, and we know we can get it through them. And I think, to be quite honest, this is innovation, spearheaded by this fact that we have other companies out there that are challenging them.
Right.
And they're showing us that, hey, we're still here. We're still Hot Toys, and we can still produce stuff like this, because this is amazing, bro. I mean, because I was just sitting up here looking at it, and I'm like, imagine, even for those of us that don't, if you don't get the Multiverse of Madness Wanda, and you still get the WandaVision Wanda, this still would look good next to it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? This would be a dope companion piece to have next to that. So yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, all things could actually change between now and then. Just right now where I'm sitting, it's just not something that I necessarily need, because I'm focused on something else. That's all.
Right. That makes sense, man. Yeah, and it's a very interesting figure just for this conversation point. It's because all of us agree it looks fantastic. It really does. It's a beautiful art piece. I mean, it's very scary, but if you're into like the horror aspect of the Multiverse of Madness and Doctor Strange, very unique looking figure. And if people, if people walk in your house, Leo, and like look at your collection, they're gonna gravitate towards this.
Yeah,
they are. So I think it's a really cool piece.
Yeah, and then the thing is, it's like it's a good. Like, if they were smart and they released this figure, I would definitely release this piece around Halloween, because that would go off.
But they didn't even release Pennywise around Halloween, so it's you never know with Hot Toys.
Yeah, you never know. But
that would have been good too.
But this would even, what, you bring up another interesting point. This would look dope even next to Pennywise, bro.
Yeah, it would.
Honestly, it would. As a companion
sort of
piece,
horror
as a
display
mashup,
or whatever.
This would go off. It would.
Well, I mean, there was a zombie element in chapter 2 as well. I don't know if you guys remember. There was.
There was
one of the friends.
So
you could definitely do it. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, I'm getting it. I'm in.
You might as well definitely get it. I don't have to worry about it, because either Dean or KG's gonna get mine, so I'm not worried. KG got that Wonka money, so
True.
Again,
Dean's got that Texan money. He's got the money.
Listen, I won't be surprised if that goes to 15% now because of what.
There you go.
Are you KG, for real? Are you in Atlanta right now, for real?
I'm in Atlanta right now. Yeah, that's what you display right.
How long are you gonna be there?
For at least a month or two, maybe.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, hope you have fun, dude. Like you said, it's a little humid.
He has two houses.
I know, bro.
Classified. I'm doing work right now, so
Oh, okay. We won't talk about your film projects.
See, he's making that money, bro.
But
two houses. So yeah, it might go from 10 to 15.
It might 10 to 50. I think 50. So half. We want half. Guys, we got another super chat. Super Displays. Thanks so much, Super Displays. Finally caught a live stream, and what a panel, dude. Seriously, this panel is incredible. Thank you so much, Superhero. And he dropped another one actually. He said, "To me, Dead Strange is for a real completionist." So. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just really love Multiverse of Madness or you love Doctor Strange, you're completionist, like you said, then for sure. But I think a lot of people are just going to gravitate towards this because of just how unique it is. I think even if you don't have a massive Marvel display, I think you might get this because it's extremely unique and it's going to pop on a shelf. Even if you don't have
I know a lot of horror collectors are picking this up because of the zombie element to it. You know, so
that's true. Some people just like zombie stuff.
Yeah,
exactly. Because if you imagine, because here's the thing is like if you have this, there's that zombie Iron Man that's going to be dropping.
Yeah,
there's the zombie true. Deadpool. I mean, right there,
that's
like that display would look incredible.
And who knows? We might get that dead Cap from What If. So
hey, if we do,
you make a good point there, Lad. I didn't think about the zombie line, but
the zombie line would be incredible.
Aren't we getting a zombie show on Disney Plus? Marvel Zombies.
You think so?
Yeah.
But just imagine. So just imagine this though, right? Imagine you have the zombie Strange. I mean, the Dead Strange. You have the Iron Man, right? Imagine you have the Deadpool.
Yeah.
And if they did the Cap, but then behind them on your display, you have Wanda with her hands like this.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
You're inspiring some people, Leo.
Crazy, bro. That would be insane. I might get that motherfucker myself.
See? Leo's got a vision. Vision.
Bro, when you put it together and you look at it that
would
way,
look really badass.
It's like, oh my God, that would look freaky, bro. That would look freaky.
Really Speaking of freaky, brother Cousins in the house, Daddy Cousins. Thanks so much, Daddy Cousins. I can't wait to hear Will's opinion on the InArt Pennywise sneak peek. Dude, it's going to be fun.
I'm interested to see what Will says. In this
I might surprise people. We're gonna see. Thank you so much, though, brother. Thank you, Jay, man. Hopefully, I have you on next week. I know you're busy with some work stuff, but next week, dude, hopefully, we can have you on. So, guys, I want to ask something real quick. So, because I know not everyone loves to harp on price forever. We're not going to harp on it all night, I promise. But it is something that I think is important to talk about. It is sort of the elephant in the room, maybe that some others either don't want to talk about or just don't feel comfortable talking about, and that's fine. But I think there's something I want to ask here, and this is obviously purely speculation. We don't know the answer to this. It's impossible to know. I think it's just our speculation. I want to ask the panel and maybe the chat and see what they think. Do we think the InArt pricing has any impact on Hot Toys? Like, is Hot Toys seeing what InArt's charging for their premium figures, which we don't know. They very well may be when we get them. They're using premium materials, but I guess we're going to find out how good they are. And I think they're going to be really good. I have a lot of faith in Queen Studios, but we're going to find out, I guess. We don't got that Joker in hand yet. We don't have the Gandalf in hand, so we don't really know yet. But the prices are high for those figures. The Joker one we all thought was a little reasonable because you're getting two figures. You're also getting like a big diorama jail cell and a bunch of cool shit and metal, guns and whatever.
Yeah.
So you're getting some cool stuff. But I'm wondering if InArt is having any impact. Like, is Hot Toys noticing that and saying like, okay, we could raise ours a little bit too. Hot Toys have been continually rising, like KG had mentioned, like everything. Gas is going. I just paid $55 to fill up my gas tank. So I mean, so
lucky,
that is true,
bro. That's lucky, bro.
Dude, bro. Is it because I take regular gas? Do you guys use regular gas?
55. I don't even think it's half a tank in my truck.
Yeah,
damn, bro.
I think it's $88 in California. Just for gas.
Yeah.
See, in Toya's car, because like she has in her car, it's I'd say about $30 to $35 to fill up. That's
good,
car.
Man. That's really good.
Now, in my car though, it's about $60.
Yeah,
and that's because I have a Honda Pilot.
Yeah, gas is like a little under $5 here.
Yeah.
I have two F-150s, and it's about half its tank. I don't even think it's half a tank. I think it's just under. It's about $60.
Damn, bro, that truck.
Yeah, bro. You got two F-150s?
Yeah.
Dude,
damn,
Texan money, bro.
You the money now. Yo, what's up, man? What's up?
I got the Tesla coming in November, though.
Are you for real?
Really?
Yeah, we ordered it. So.
Oh my God, guys, we need to hit on this real quick though.
Ooh.
So
hold up, wait. Dean, where you get this money from, bro?
I know, right? What the fuck, Dean?
Anyway, go ahead.
Airplanes is the short answer.
KG, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Do you think, in like purely speculation, do you think maybe Queen Studios or InArt is having any impact on Hot Toys, or their prices just going up anyway?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I mean, we like you said, we don't know for sure, but we can assume so, right? All we can do is just assume because we just don't know anything for sure when it comes to Hot Toys and art.
Right.
But I mean, from these past announcements, I could say, yeah. I mean, we can assume that it could possibly be impacted. But then again, it's like, Hot Toys, they have so many things on pre-order that why should they be worried about pricing? Because I mean, they're the biggest 1/6 scale, company right now. And these guys are just starting up. Yes, their products look great, but how is it going to look like once we get it in hand, right? So, yes, pricing. I think the pricing for this one, I think it's what, $570 ship or something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, probably. It's about $520, $530, something like that.
That's one figure. And we could say that maybe Hot Toys or Howard Chan is looking at it like, you know what? If people are willing to spend $1,200 ship for a 2-pack Heath Ledger Joker with root hair, why not bump up the price a little? And maybe they have, and it's weird because they're doing figures that Hot Toys have already made, or Asmus, for instance, as well. Asmus has already made a Gandalf, and that it looks pretty good. And this one looks even better. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan myself, but I'm sure Lord of the Rings fans out there will for sure pick this up, even though if the price is a little steep on their end. But yeah, I do think possibly that ultimately that I think Hot Toys sees that consumers are willingly spending that kind of money, and who knows what the next figure is. I think what's the next figure is Pennywise. We'll see how much that one's going to be, because I think the Hot Toys one is $265, $267.
Right, that was a really good deal at the time, yeah.
Very good deal, and if that was released in today's standards as far as pricing, that would be at least like a $310.
Yeah. It'd probably be like $300, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how Hot Toys and InArt go from here on out, and especially InArt, see how their quality is, once we do get the final products. But yeah, InArt right now is a company that they're slowly building up their reputation as far as figures, and so far they're doing a great job. But we don't have these figures, and that's why I was a little, kind of like edgy on the 2-pack Joker. I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend $1,000 on something that they just started doing. I felt that if a company starts doing something at first, there's always going to be issues with it. Now, I'm not saying that InArts will have that reputation, with their upcoming figures. It's just that with their first figure, I just cannot trust it. Once they slowly build up, their figures, I might build a trust with them. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll go pre-order one figure and see how it goes. And if I like it, I keep it. If I don't, I refund it or sell it or something like that. So yeah, with Hot Toys, I don't think Hot Toys are going to be worried about pricing. Hot Toys, they like I said, they're the biggest right now. So they have nothing to worry about with InArts. They released 2 figures, and people think that they're losing their crazy, they're losing it right now, right? So I doubt it. Hot Toys just sees like, okay, that's cute. We have like 60 plus figures on pre-order. There's no need for us to worry about this. So we'll see what happens in the future. But I think at some levels, I can assume that Hot Toys are looking at our pricing and they see, we could definitely boost up another 10% or something with our prices. So I don't know, and we'll see what happens from there. And people are seeing that like, yeah, the price sucks, but I'm still going to pre-order it. And we complain about the prices, but some people are like, I hate the price, but I'm still going to pre-order it. Then what's the point of complaining if you're going to pre-order it?
Right.
So yeah, we shall see what happens with the future of 1/6 scale with this company and Hot Toys. But I think Hot Toys are they're going to do fine in the future. So
yeah, very interesting. So it's definitely something to keep an eye out for. But before I jump to Leia on this one, Carlos dropped a super chat. Thanks so much, Carlos. Appreciate it, man. Queen Studios has an impact, but so does low POs. Less pre-orders and smaller batches will result in higher prices. That could be it.
Yeah.
It's hard to say though, because I don't know. Like, there's always been the
Will, did he freeze up?
I thought I froze as a girl.
Yeah, I thought
that's what I was thinking, bro. Here you go. Will,
you're
you back?
You're back. Oh, wait.
Just for a second.
Oh, no.
Am I back?
You're still
back now. You're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're back.
good now.
You're back.
Dude,
You're
my
back.
internet. What the fuck? Okay.
You're back.
So no, I was saying with Carlos's comment, what I was saying is, Lael, you've heard this a lot. Like people will talk about the Asian market a lot, right?
Yeah.
So and that's how Hot Toys only cares about the Asian market. But the pre-order numbers, it seems like in Asian market you kind of have to. It's secret base and things like that. So, but with us in the States, we don't really have that issue. We can pre-order or not, and we'd still be fine. So I don't know. I guess it always depends, like whether Hot Toys cares about the U.S. market, but I think they really do.
Yeah.
I think they definitely do. So yeah, but I don't know. The low pre-order numbers could be a factor for sure. I guess it's just really hard to say. But no reason to pre-order right now. So I don't. I guess we're just going to keep doing that. So, but Leo, I want to ask you the same question. Hopefully I don't cut out again, but I'll check on my internet. Do you think InArt pricing has any impact on Hot Toys pricing? Do you think there's any correlation there?
I think right now it's still too early to say. It's too early to say, but because they only released a few figures. Could it happen? Yeah, I think it could. I mean, if Hot Toys sees that, that there is the demand for it and that they can actually get that, or people are willing to pay for it, then maybe it could. I mean, I don't put it past it. Right now, it's just too early to say. I was always afraid that something like that might happen. But again, like we're only officially 2 figures in right now with InArts. Who knows, maybe they might eventually dip in price, depending. I don't know, depending. I think that like somebody brought up an interesting point. They've been saying that like what we're paying for with InArts is like, again, the rooted hair, stylized. It's a different material. There are different texture of hair that they're using for this figure. And then the likeness, most definitely. Who knows how it? Here's the thing: like the make or break it for us. You know what I mean? Is once we get that Joker in hand. Once we get that Joker in hand, we might be like, yeah, this price is worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you might get it in hand and be like, yo, everything that this comes with, it's worth the price. It's worth what we actually paid for it. Just like some might people might get that definitely this figure in hand and be like, what, this Gandalf is worth it. Is the price is worth it for it, and it looks great. That's the thing, is like they look great, bro. Like they kill it. But again, I think it's right now it's too early to say. I had to think about it. I'm like, yo, it's still too early to say when it comes to how Hot Toys may be affected. We're judging the first 3 figures that we actually got from Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, when there are still other figures that are releasing that are below the $200 or below the $300 mark. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we have to kind of, I guess, just gauge and just wait it out just to see how it might play out. I'll say that as far as right now, I will say that InArts is pushing innovation. Like they're forcing Hot Toys to step up as far as innovating, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. As far as price, though, I guess we just got to sit back and wait. We'll see. We'll see when it all plays itself out. If we get multiple and get more figures in, then we'll be able to tell from there.
Yeah, I think so too, Leo. And it's going to be really interesting to find out. So, InArt and Queen Studios are doing something pretty different here from what Hot Toys is doing. That's the strategy they're taking. So we'll see over time if that pays off, I guess. But before we get to the next topic, somewhat related, Josh McCoy dropped super chat. Thanks so much, Josh. $1.99. Thanks, man. Late to the party. Glad you're feeling better. Well, thanks so much, Josh. Seriously, man. I'm starting to feel better. Still have a cough, so you'll see me mute every now and then. But other than that, I'm definitely improving. So definitely happy about that. Just sunburnt right now, but that's unrelated to COVID. So, Ant-Man, William, great to have you back in action at work, so I'll catch you on replay. Thanks so much for joining, dude. At work? Seriously, man, that's some dedication right there. Even if you have to run for work. The fact that you stopped in here, appreciate it, man. $5? Yeah, you guys are very generous with super chats. Thank you. So, guys, we just talked about InArt. We have to keep rolling, and oh, sorry, I gotta get to Dean, actually. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Dean.
It's okay. I was like, we can skip it.
No, I'm so sorry, Dean. I saw those super chats and my eyes got all big and I got distracted.
There you
go. So it was the dollar signs, bro. Those the gas bills, they don't
right, bro.
It's $55. So, Dean, what do you think, man? Before we jump to something which is also related to InArt, which Brother Cousins had hinted at earlier, Dean, how do you think this is playing out? With your speculation, do you think there's any correlation between the rising prices of Hot Toys and InArt?
So, yes and no. This Strange, with all the great points that KG brought up about it being a totally unique sculpt and stuff. The Hong Kong price, I think, is like $320.
Yeah, 320.
So it's really not that much higher, right? But we got to worry about sideshow and import taxes and shipping and shit like that.
Crazy.
So they jack it up, right? We kind of get screwed on that deal. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but the InArt price, not including shipping from Hong Kong, was already the $1,000.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So I don't think there's like a huge direct correlation, but I do think in the future we will see it. It's like, well, if you're going to be giving them 1,000, you could just give us 500. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a fucking shame. But as far as I can tell, the Hong Kong prices for Hot Toys are remaining. They're kind of, inflation is a thing. It just is. And they're kind of on track as normal. But I think eventually we'll see a hike. But right now it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, and Dean, I want to stick with you on this one because I pulled up Pennywise for a reason. Yeah, I this is one I think people wanted us to talk about. And for me, it's interesting. I'm in a very interesting spot with this one, Dean, because when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty excited for that, but I'm not quite as excited as I would have been had they done this maybe before Hot Toys ever made one.
Yeah.
Because now that a Hot Toys one exists, yeah, this could very well be better. It could, but the Hot Toys one is pretty damn good. And I'm looking at it right now behind me. I have two of them.
That's amazing.
It's dude, KG, man, I know you have it. It's a great figure. Yeah, it's not exactly perfect. The collar doesn't go all the way up like
That's
it
the
should.
only issue for me.
But that's really it. Like, I mean, the rest of the figure, the base is great. The accessories are great. The head sculpt's great. It's a really good figure. And the only thing I'm worried about with this is Queen Studios is going to do rooted hair with this. That might be a pain in the ass at this scale. Just because it's, you're going to have to style that. Because Pennywise has kind of a styled look. He has like a very wavy kind of like intricate look, so to speak, right? And that might be a little bit of a hassle. So with Joker, it's just kind of supposed to look messy. You can just kind of move it around. It'll be fine, right? But, or Gandalf, it's the same deal. Gandalf, you can mess with it a little bit. You'll be all right. But with Pennywise, like with the Prime 1, it's fine because it's a half scale. But this for being 6 scale, that might be... Hopefully they can style it beforehand, but during shipping, it's going to get messy. I like that the Hot Toys one is sculpted. I kind of like that. It's just simpler. But Dean, what do you think? What should we expect with this Pennywise? Because I think they're teasing a second head sculpt in this balloon here. So they got a little like teeth face.
They are. Look at that.
Yeah,
I
they got like
noticed
a right here in the teeth. There's like a teeth face. So like they're teasing, and if both head sculpts are rooted, Gandalf was already like 500, right? So I mean that was one head sculpt. Yeah, I get he had a beard too, but this is probably going to be around that price, if not higher. So and the Hot Toys one is coming at around half that. So that's why I'm a little like pumping the brakes a little bit on it because I'm excited for it, but I also have the Hot Toys, 2 of them, and I love it.
Yeah,
so
you got 2 for the price of 1, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And it has 2 head sculpts, And I'm interested to see what they're going to do. But I thought maybe a good opportunity would have been to give us a Deadlights head sculpt. I think that would have been a really good opportunity to do something. Because this is, like, if I'm looking at this the way it's meant to be advertised, it's kind of like what Hot Toys has already done. But with rooted hair. It's the same, basically, 2 head sculpts. Like, it looks like it anyway. It's the one with the teeth and then the one smiling. So that's what Hot Toys already did. So... Queen Studios is really gonna have to step it up to make this figure double the price of Hot Toys. But what do you think, Dean? What are you expecting with it?
Yeah, I think with something like this, you really got to outweigh the pros and cons. Like you just said, the collar on the Hot Toys isn't quite right. Is that really worth spending another $500? Probably not. I mean, I guess it depends on how much you love the character, but is this gonna be another $250 better than the Hot Toys? I can't imagine it is. And I mean, because he's mostly like cloth and it's not like leather or anything, right?
No.
It's like how much more premium could the materials really be, right? And then like you just mentioned, the hair. That's going to be jostled, by the time it gets to you. even if they styled it before they put it in the box, you know, I think these usually come in with foam. I don't know. I guess we don't know how they package their figures.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I think if you already own the Hot Toys, especially you got 2 of them. I don't see how this could be that much better. I could be wrong, but I have nothing to base it off of. You know what I mean? Like we just said, all of us have just said, like, InArt has not actually released anything. All we've seen is prototypes. We haven't even seen an in-hand photo of anything. It's all been, even the Joker, when you ordered it, those were all prototype figures. So I it's hard for me to like say one way or the other, because it's like, you know, it's a premium company and they do make very nice statues and stuff, but that doesn't always translate to 6 scale, like you said earlier. Well, so I don't know, dude. That's a tough call. But
Yeah.
Personally, I can't imagine in my tiny little lizard brain that this could be that much better than what's already out for half the price.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm worried about too. So that's why like I'm keeping my expectations low for it, because like I've seen some comments here, the weathering could be a little bit better, but again, is that worth double? Like, you know, that's my point. Like, it, you know, the rooted hair is going to look great. I'm sure that I have no doubt this figure is going to look great, but it's just, and I might end up getting it. I don't know. If I do, I'll sell one of my Hot Toys and keep one, and then I'll skip
there you
it.
go, and fund it. Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
And who knows, by then maybe the Hot Toys is, you know, worth the $500, you know,
right, when it sells
the
out.
market's dried up and, you know, people really want it, but yeah. Or this could really screw the value on that one. So
right,
it's it's you know,
yeah,
like
they might put out proto photos, Dean, that I see and I'm like, that looks incredible. I won't be able to resist.
That's true.
So, you know,
yeah, you gotta, like I said, you gotta really figure out how important that character is to you.
Yeah,
right.
Because like to me, I would never even think about spending any money on a Pennywise. At all. Like, even if you were like, yo, I got a discount, it's 95% off, I'd be like, I don't
95%.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just me. But somebody's like, hey, Pennywise was like in my childhood, I love this movie, they did a great job remaking it, he's super important to me, I have to have this. Like, I get it.
Right.
But that's a personal decision you gotta really weigh. Like, is it worth double? Maybe not. So
right. Well, Leia, what do you think, man? Were you expecting big things from this Pennywise? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, so far it looks pretty good. You know, we're looking at 2 different head sculpts, but again, I think it's all reserved until we've actually seen the full figure, the accessories that it comes with, whether or not, I mean, it looks like it's going to be rooted hair. Again, with Pennywise, we know how the hair is. Is that hair going to hold up over time with the rooted? Is it going to be a totally different material, or I mean, texture from what they've already produced? Because the thing is, it's like, yo, you get this, I hope you got a whole bunch of mousse, because you got to keep it like straight up. Like, you have to keep that hair stylized to really represent Pennywise for who he is. So I don't know. I guess it's all reserved until we've actually seen it. But again, like, they can be innovative, you know, and we've always talked about the deadlights. What if they do that? What if they give us the sculpt with the mouth wide open where you can see the deadlights, you know, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, something like that would be decent. Would they give us like the spider appendages? You know, there's a lot that actually can go into it. How's the diorama base going to be with it? Because, you know, they're going to give us a dope diorama base. But then when you think about it, it's like Hot Toys just knocked it out the park. Sorry, Will, I have mine sitting over there. I just have to take it out of the box set because
you're gonna get to it and you're gonna be blown away, dude.
I know. I saw it, but it's just. But anyway, it's again, man. Like, you know what's the beauty of this is, though, is that there's choices now.
Yep.
Whereas before there was none. So there's choices. You know, you got so many different companies, you know, dropping in on the 6 scale market. And I think that's a beautiful thing, bro. I think that's incredible that we got companies doing that. We have variances. I was happy. I was talking about this early today. Like, you know, I waited to see if, you know, Hot Toys would give us that DX Joker. They didn't. When InArt made the announcements and they showed it, I was like, yes, I can get my hands on it. Hot Toys still hasn't released one. You know what I mean? They still haven't done a re-release, but at least I know I have one. You know what I mean? And once I get it in hand, this whether or not I'll be happy, we'll see how it's going to play out. But yeah, I think with this, yeah, I think it's just that we have to kind of wait to see, and then also the price is going to come into discussion. But I think if it's worth it and people want it, and maybe I wouldn't even put it to, I wouldn't be surprised if people waited to see if InArt would release one and didn't pull the trigger on the Hot Toys one, version.
Mhm.
So again, it's a lot that kind of goes hand in hand with it. I mean, I think that it's going to be worth the wait, in the end. Sucks to be you, Will, right now, because you got, because here's the thing, Will, like you could be like, I got 2 of them when I'm fine right now, but then when you see the InArts, it's like, oh my god,
yeah, it might just be incredible and sell me.
Oh my god. And then depending on the base, and we were talking about this, I think was
Flex Friday.
Was it Flex Friday? We were talking about this.
You and Luminar was mentioning about InArts.
Oh no, was it that we were talking about it? Oh, was it taking? I don't know. We were talking about on one of the channels, and it was like, yo, what if they basically released, or they gave us it was Brother Cousins. Brother Cousins show. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, what if they, because again, they don't have to give us all the kids and the deadlights, but what if they gave us a background where you had the kids like a 3D version floating out of the like a 3D version on a background, and then the eyes were all lit up, or you could see the deadlight, and whatever. If they did something like that, that would be incredible. But not saying that they will. If you're listening, hey, you can take the idea. That would be dope. But I'm just saying, like,
hey,
something innovative. I think that we'll actually get, and I think it'd be decent. Or maybe they might even give us like a diorama of the front door of the house or something like that. Who knows?
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be incredible.
Or like the well or something.
Like the well, like that. That would be decent too.
Queen Series, if you're listening.
Yeah, like that well would be incredible, bro. So again, I don't know. We just got to kind of wait and see. But I think in all, bro, it's going to be a decent piece. And the beauty of it is that we have variants now. We have so many options. And it's going to be a good piece. So just got to wait and see.
Yeah. But dude, you're getting me excited, Leo. You're getting me excited for this figure now. We're talking about dioramas, and accessories and stuff like that. But KG, I know you own this figure and you really love it, probably just as much as I do. So, how are you feeling about this InArt? Is this something you're going to consider, seriously look at and consider?
I mean, look here. Here's the thing. It looks great from the looks of it. It looks really good. I actually like the second scope that we see, the like little T scope. I actually like it's that scene with the projector scene. That smile. It looks very, very similar to that. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. The one problem I have with InArts is that they're doing things too recent.
Yeah, they're not doing anything different. Yeah.
If they have done something like a Bane, then that would have drawn me to pick it up, because this is too recent. They have to do something original or something that hasn't been done in a while, right? So they have the Warner Brothers license right now. They don't have the Marvel license or Star Wars license as far as 6-scale goes. So although this looks great, I love the rooted hair, but just maintaining that is going to be a huge problem for me.
Yeah.
If I were to get this piece. The Hot Toys is amazing. The only complaint I have with that one is the neck. It's showing too much neck. That's the only issue. But you can fix that with home stuff like that. Yeah. No problem. And the art, I don't know, Leila, I don't know if you play with yours, but the articulation is amazing. Like, you can put in any pose and not worry about it. One thing I do wish that it came with, and it might do with this version, is the refrigerator scene.
Yeah,
he's coming out of the refrigerator and he's all twisted up. I would love for them to do like that. They cannot do the same base like what they did with Prime 1 to Hot Toys. The gutter scene. I don't think they will do that with what Hot Toys did in the down base.
That base is amazing. Yeah.
What would be really cool if they give us not a full scale, but something like maybe Georgie's half body, kind of like. Something like that would be pretty cool. Now the only issue, look, it looks great, but the body is one of the issues that I'm having with. Is the body durable enough? Can it do poses like the Hot Toys can? Things like that kind of go up in my mind. Like, is it going to be as great as the Hot Toys, better, or is it going to be worse? You know, because they're just showing prototypes. These are great, but these are not the things we're going to get in hand. It's gonna come a little softer, probably. It's gonna come a little softer, and yeah, we just don't know how the production is gonna be like once we do get in hand. You know, will it fall apart once we open it? You know, things like that kind of worry me. You're spending this kind of money. You know, the Hot Toys one, to me, man, I don't care. It's a perfect figure. Now, with this one, it could change me once I see the full prototype on pre-order. If I like it, I might push it. But for now, the Hot Toys is substantial for me to keep, because
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have the Hot Toys version, then it's a win-win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have a quality piece, so it's not something that you necessarily have to part with. Because I think Hot Toys did a bang-up job with that piece, man. Again, I think with InArts, man, it's just. It all goes back to the discussion about competitive pricing. And if you want to be competitive, you got to you really have to, if you're saying you want to be competitive, then you really have to be competitive, because again, we can be sitting up here talking about this thing is incredible, it's fabulous. But once we see that price tag, it might be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm check. And that's what's going to be the deciding factor. I mean, I know people hate talking about price, but consider the simple fact that Hot Toys already has a version that's out right now that you can still get your hands on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
At a much cheaper price compared to this.
At a much cheaper price. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That's going to be the deciding factor.
Right.
Hell, if Hot Toys would have did that re-release on that Joker, I probably would have got that one and not worried about InArts based on the prices. I'm like, okay, especially if you already have it, then, you know, you really don't have to really get, you know, a second one, or Will, in your case, you got two. So you don't have to really get a third one, because you got two perfectly fine looking figures.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's my argument with, you know, the Jazz Inc.'s Vulture. I know other people are releasing it, but I don't have to get it. Just like you know, the Doc Ock and the Goblin.
Sure.
I'm not getting them because I already have them.
Yeah,
and because I already have them aesthetically, in my eyes, they're great. So I don't need to have, I mean, they're third-party figures, but they're just as good to me. So I don't need to spend the money to get, you know, a Hot Toys version just because I've gotten it at a cheaper price. Again, it just depends on what you want, you know, where your heart is. But again, with this, it's, you know, you just got to wait and see. You just got to basically wait and see. But again, I would honestly say the beauty of it is that you do have more choices now. That's it.
Right. And that's a great thing now. I mean, like Leo said, mentioned it before, like there wasn't a choice. It was only Hot Toys when it came to 1/6 Cup. But now you have these third parties like Soso Toys, Toys Era, and now InArt, and soon to be possibly J&D, you know, getting into the game. There's options for collectors, and I love that. I absolutely love the options that we have. But the number one key issue, I think, for all of us is the price, you know? And if there is one that's, like someone say, if it's, like, to me, the Hot Toys is an A. This might be an A+, you know? For me, I could stick with the A because it's cheaper, it's close enough, and that's okay for me. Yeah. This one, if it's around 600 plus, or even maybe the same price as the Gandalf, I'm gonna pass. I just cannot spend that kind of money for something that I have very close to this. You know, that's just not gonna happen. Plus, I don't want to maintain the whole root of hair thing. I just don't want to braid my figures like dolls, so I just don't want to do that. But you know, it's great. It's great for people who are waiting for like the best, like the absolute best one to have. And you know, here it is, and it's pretty cool that the Georgie paper boat is actually, I think it looks like paper, I believe, too. So that looks pretty cool. We should see what happens when we get the final product and what we're getting, because the number one issue that I found with InArt is the low, like you're not getting a lot with the price. Yeah, that's the only issue I have with them. Even the regular $290 Joker, you're not getting a lot compared to the Hot Toys Joker. I mean, that thing came with a base. That came with a whole diorama, base with the table, the chair, the background. You know, it's just, I don't know if I'm willing to spend that kind of money for something that comes with, like, you know, a few hands, a couple of guns, and, you know, cash. It's just, I don't know. We should see.
Yeah, because a problem that we found with the Gandalf is it's missing a lot of stuff that it should have.
Okay.
The pants have like a very Lord of the Rings design on them in the movie, and in every like even the cheapy like 12-inch figures from when the movies came out. I forget who makes them, but even those have it, and this InArt version doesn't. There's some runes on his sword that aren't there. Apparently, they're going to put them there, but the staff is wrong, or it's supposed to be 2 staffs. And in the photos that they're showing of him doing certain poses is the incorrect staff.
Right.
It comes with the book that should go with the second staff. So it's like, where's the second staff?
Right.
And from what we talked to John on the show, Zach does, and they're not able to make those changes, or unwilling, it seems, because they want to keep their deadlines. Because I think they had said like we're not gonna postpone our shit. When we say it's coming out, it's coming out. So it's like, well, you have all these mistakes or oversights, rather, and you're unwilling to change them to keep on schedule. But you're getting technically an inferior product. Now, inferior, I mean, it looks amazing. And those are, I guess, tiny details you could look past. But if I'm paying a premium price, I expect the most premium product.
Yeah.
So if they're already doing oversights on Gandalf that are, well documented things, like that's something, I don't know this character. That's something you guys are really going to have to look out for and take into consideration. Like, well, is this accurate? Is this missing something that it should come with? So I mean, Gandalf is the second figure that they've, put up. So it's like, that's already a huge issue, at least to me, like, because Gandalf is one of those really important characters. Like, it should not only be the best, it should be the most complete. And right now it's not.
Yeah.
And at that price point, it's like I can't reward you by giving you money if I'm not getting what I should be getting.
And I do think that InArt should do things like a Terminator. I would love to see what they will do with the Terminator. And make figures that Hot Disc can't do. First, Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. I would love to see that in a 6-scale form. Give them some of the classic stuff like Linda Carter or the classic Tim Burton Pennywise, I believe. Not Tim Burton.
That would be cool.
Was it? Yeah, the classic Pennywise. And
Tim Curry,
Adam West. Adam West. So Adam West, Batman. Some of the classic stuff. I'm a huge classic guy, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are collectors love the classic stuff, so I would love them to do some of that as well. I think it would sell, but and I remember they talked about at one point, like video game licenses were easy to acquire. So Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima or Uncharted, things like that. Final Fantasy, Dean and I talked about, like if they could do stuff like that. Game Toys has already done a pretty bang up job of Final Fantasy, but
this Game Toys Cloud, bro, like from prototype to release, there was no loss in quality.
No, dude, it got better actually.
It's
like if you saw the proto, this one's better. Yeah,
it's wild, bro.
They fixed it.
How amazing it is.
Yeah.
So I know it's possible. Now, granted, they're video game characters, so it's like all you really need is a 3D file and a really good way of printing it or casting it. But I mean, look at the Game Toys.
So would you say
the VTS is worse?
So would you say it's all right? Because I know, Will, you got I got
the Sephiroth. Yeah,
you got the Sephiroth.
I tried to get Dean to get it, but he didn't get it.
So Dean, you didn't get the Sephiroth. You got this.
I want it. I just can't find it at a decent price.
At a decent price. So do you think that this is better than the Sephiroth?
The Cloud?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess only Will. Will
I don't have the Cloud yet, but Dean has the Cloud and I have the Sephiroth, so we'd have to compare notes. But the Sephiroth is probably still my favorite 1/6 figure I have, and I have Pennywise, I have Terminator, and I love a lot of 1/6 figures. But that Sephiroth, man, is legit incredible.
Yeah.
It's
I think
the
only thing that would worry me is the outfit, because he wears leather, but it's not leather in the figure. So
Right.
obviously there would be some kind of deterioration over the years. I guess depending on how much you handle it.
Right.
Yeah.
They said
Yeah.
it's like a very strong, durable leather, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone says that.
They all said that, but
Yeah, that would be the only thing that, because Cloud is just cloth. So, and all the
Right.
bits that would be leather, like his straps and his belt, are plastic. So they're
Yeah.
not going to deteriorate over time. So, like, to me, I think they completely knocked the Cloud out of the park. I don't see
Yeah.
any room for improvement. On the
Yeah.
Sephiroth, I could kind of like say, like, well, you could have done this better, but
right.
Gotcha.
that figure, I mean, I want it real bad, but I can't find it.
Yeah,
Y'all
the
make
Cloud
me
though does
want
have
it,
seamless
man.
arms layout, so that's the only thing.
That's the thing is y'all make me want it.
Oh,
Y'all
bro.
literally make me want it, bro.
It's
Have you played the
badass,
game?
Yeah, I played the game. That's what I'm saying.
And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's-
bro, if you haven't
bro,
played
when
the
I
game,
saw it,
don't,
'cause
because you're really gonna want it.
Because when
Yeah.
I saw Will with the Sephiroth, I was like, oh shit.
It's crazy, dude.
It's accurate. Like it's so
Yeah, it
accurate.
is, bro.
And
The
I
wing is
got-
kind of a pain in the ass to put in, but once you
It
get
was-
it, it's great.
It was wild.
Yeah.
So like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
someone put up Cloud and Sephiroth for sale, and each one was like 500 or 450 or something. And I was like, bro, I don't have $900. And I was like, hey, Will, what do you think a fair offer on Cloud is? And Will was like, 450 is real fair. So I go to eBay. Sure enough, the regular version without the bike was selling for 6+.
Right.
Like sold listings were 6+. And I was like, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
One day out of the blue, Brenton, one of the listeners of the show, or he's now a host on the network, he was like, hey, is this a Cloud you're looking for at IKEA Hobbies? 220 shipped. I was
Dude,
like,
so
bro,
lucky.
I fucking
Yeah.
ordered it so fast. I guess somebody canceled a pre-order or something, but bro, like they're
Yeah,
out
got
there.
it.
You just gotta dig, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
Well,
keep an eye
guys,
out for
we
you
got to
too,
talk
man.
about something third party in a sec, but I got to, adjust super chat here. Cakes, dude. This is one of my friends from real life, actually. I ain't seen him in a minute. Cakes, yo, glad to see you still creating out content on here. Much love, man. Dude, much love to you as well, man. You know,
That's a dope
always.
name. Cakes Mitchell, man.
Yeah,
That's
his
what
name's
I'm
actually
talking about.
Ryan, but he goes by Cakes. So,
That's
But,
This is a
yeah.
cool nickname.
I know, bro. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's a YouTuber himself, does a lot of amazing content, and especially
Word.
videography, does like
Word.
wedding videography, stuff like that. Dude's awesome. Incredible. Thanks so much, Cakes. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. And Leo, I know you got to run in a sec, but I got to get your opinion on one thing real quick, because we're talking
Yeah.
about third party stuff,
Yeah.
and I got to bring this up, bro, because
Yeah.
this dropped like maybe last week, I think. It's the Mars Toys Gus Fring. It's a 2-pack, and I know this has been talked about on other channels, things like that. And I think I had it on the docket for Lights Camera Collect last week, but I was still sick with
Yeah.
COVID, so I had to cancel it. Dude,
Yeah.
layout. This Mars Toys, look at this. Like,
It looks good.
dude, it's like on 1/6 kit, it's like $220 shipped for both figures.
For both
Like,
figures.
you get like both Gus's, both
I didn't
bodies.
realize it was a 2-pack. I thought it was just swap out. parts.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, Will, you're saying 220 ship for both?
Yeah, for both.
For both.
Like,
So,
so,
it's
like
it's two figures.
two figures, and the one is like really that one, and that head sculpt's really good.
Wow.
That's a really good head sculpt.
Again, it's a prototype. Remember?
Yeah, it's a proto. You
Yeah.
never
I
know.
mean,
You
you
never know.
still got the
But look
mock
at that.
too. Wow, look at that.
Dude, that's sick, bro. I don't want to throw spoilers out there, but it's too late now. So, you
Yeah,
know,
that show's old as
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah, it's
If
old.
you're
But
spoiled,
Leo-
that's on you.
because I
Yeah.
haven't pre-ordered this yet, but I'm strongly considering, because I do have the 3-0 Walter White, and it's actually really good. So this would be a great companion piece for it to have Gus with it, because Breaking
Bro.
Bad, dude, is just one of the best shows ever made, period.
Dude, Gus is a cooler character than the Walt.
This-
Walt fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Leo, what do you think, bro? Is this something
It's a
you would consider?
no-brainer.
I mean, this is crazy.
This is the no-brainer, bro.
Yeah.
This is definitely a no-brainer. Like
Yeah.
that at that price, and you getting the quality, even if it is, just a prototype. Like, come on, man, Gus. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it looks great. Like it looks. Here's the thing, like, bro, like Giancarlo Esposito is getting paid right now. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
my
is, bro.
likeness
He's
is
in The
out there
Boys. He's in,
everywhere, like, you know what I mean?
Mandalorian.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, he is getting paid right now. He is making money. He is living a life. He's living his dream. He's like, yo, I could do no wrong. So, and it's the likeness is on point, bro. And like you said, Breaking Bad, anybody who's ever watched Breaking Bad, bro, it is top tier. Here, I'm gonna say something that is probably gonna make a lot of people mad,
Uh-oh.
but I don't care at this point. I actually love Breaking Bad more than I love Sopranos.
No, I do too.
Wow.
I do too. Yeah, I love
Literally.
Sopranos, but Breaking Bad I think
love
might be the best show
Sopranos,
ever made.
but Breaking Bad just took it to a different level, bro. I love Breaking Bad, bro. Like
Yeah.
and the thing is, it's like I was one of those individuals who was like, yo, I don't want to be that person that, you know what I mean, like jumps on the bandwagon because everybody was talking about it before I saw it. And then I watched it and I got hooked. And I binged, bro, like in like a week and a half, everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it, bro. I love
There's
it.
a
And
reason why
piece,
that bandwagon exists, bro.
I know, bro, because it's like you get sucked in. Thick Panther was like, Leo speaking blasphemy. See, I told you. Here's the thing is, bro, I love Sopranos, but man, Breaking Bad, it just has you like on the edge of your, bro, like there's horror films that did that to me, and this is what this does to me, bro, because it's like it's like you're cramming and you getting so pissed off like it's an NBA game because they're making stupid ass mistakes.
Right,
but I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm back in. But nah, yeah, I love it, bro. It's definitely a nice piece, man. Like anybody, and then at that price, that's decent, bro. If you're getting 2 figures for that price, wow, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. And I know, Leo, you got to run. I got to show you this real quick. So a 1/6 kit, you can see the 2-pack here, $229.
Yeah.
Shipped. And that's with 2 head sculpts, 2 bodies. You get the outfits, all that good stuff. So you can see you get
That's
both
amazing.
figures.
No.
Yeah.
You can see they give you a picture there where you get both, right? You get the accessories,
yeah.
the cell phones, the hands, like, you know,
That's worth it for $229. Oh my god.
That's beautiful, bro.
So it's a beautiful piece. But Leo, I know you got to run, man. And thanks for stopping by. Is there anything you want to share real quick before you go?
I want to share this. Everybody, make sure that you basically follow KG and my man Riley, the Wonder Twins. I mean, it's a dope show. Like the energy over there, like I have to say, bro, like one of the best parts of me being in LA was, I'll say this till I die, was Riley. Riley's energy is infectious, bro. In person, like he's just such a great dude. Everybody over there just showed me such a good time, man. But when you watch the Wonder Twins show, like I think it's just great for the culture. It's so much energy over there. I haven't heard bro in so many times.
Listen,
but man,
bro.
like you know what I mean. But like I love it. Also, if you haven't watched, come on, man, Collecting Weekly. Like pretty much they're like the OGs in this. Dean the Dreams on there, my man Zach. You know what I mean? Great content over there. They putting out content every day of the week, you know, almost every other day of the week. You know what I mean? And it's great content and it's consistent. So make sure that you are basically following them. Always, I can't wait to Pose Wars. That's going to be incredible.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I cannot wait for that.
Fun, bro.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come back.
I
gotta flex my muscles
to
get my practice on, so I cannot wait for that. That's going to be incredible. And if you haven't already, come on, man, half of y'all, I know it was for me the very first day that I decided to stream and do my own stream. I said, Will, would you? He's like, yeah, I got you, bro.
Bro,
and
you
Will
didn't have to ask, man.
Bro, he navigated my entire show. Like literally, like he helped me navigate it. So you know, if it wasn't for Will, if it wasn't for Zach, seriously, there would be no 1/6 Scale Man live show. So hats off to both of them. You haven't subscribed to the WillFoxification show. He's pretty much one of the reasons why all of us have been doing this. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button as always. And yeah, man, if you haven't followed the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel, make sure you do that. We got a lot of content coming up. It's the same stuff every week. It's just different stuff. And and I'm just excited about it. So thanks everybody, man. Thank you for having me on the show, man. Remember, follow everybody here. That's why we do it. We do this for y'all. So I love everybody out in the chat, man. All of y'all are great individuals. Remember, opinions matter and they're always welcome here. And no opinion is better than the next. And we can actually still have our differences of opinions and be friends and have coffee and drink after and smack each other's ass at the end of it all. But anyway, but yeah, man, thanks. I'm so happy to be here, man. And I'll check you out again. See you Wednesday. As a matter of fact,
bro, absolutely.
Wednesday,
dude.
And KG, where's my money?
Yeah, I know, right? Because where's my money? But Leo, thanks for the kind words, man. And
definitely, man.
As always, for stopping by, dude. It's always a blast to have you. And of course, I'll see you on Wednesday. So
all right, man. Talk to y'all later.
All right, dude.
Peace.
All right, guys. So we gotta address this Gus Fring thing here with Dean. I gotta hit you next on this one. Because it sounds like you're a big Breaking Bad fan. So what are you thinking about this 2-pack? Is this something you're considering?
Bro, No, but I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
You left me hanging in anticipation.
Yeah. So Breaking Bad is an incredible show. I waited until it was over and I like binge watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Walter White is one of the most unlikable characters I've ever come across. I cannot stand Walt. He's such a piece of shit, bro.
Yeah, he is really bad by the end.
And that being said, it's still like such an incredible show. Like the fact that I could still watch it, hating him as much as I do, speaks volumes on how great that show is. So I would never own a Walt figure. So I would never own this because I have nothing to pair it with. But Gus Fring, bro, one of the greatest TV villains ever. Like you almost like root for him. Like it's like
I know, right?
because Walt is such a bad dude that it's like, yo, Gus is like just as bad, but like, you know, at least he's not a piece of crap. I didn't realize this was a 2-pack. I just thought you got swap out jacket and like a neck thing and hands.
Yeah.
And head sculpt. So that's incredible that you get 2 figures for that much. That's insane. That's what, $110 a figure. That's wild.
Yeah, dude, like you're getting 2 figures for less than the price of 1 Hot Toys. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And it's really good.
super good. Now I don't know Mars Toys that well. And again, these are prototypes. You got to keep that in consideration. Wait and see what it looks like in hands. But there's, I don't know. I was gonna say there's plenty of time to like wait for reviews, but since it's third party, like they don't really make that many, so it could sell out if you wait too long. But I think if like Breaking Bad is your show and you already have a Walt and a Jesse or something, like this is a no-brainer. Like Liao said, that's a no-brainer. Gus is such a cool character, so I blew my mind when you said it was a 2-pack. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So this is really cool. It's a really cool figure. But that's the only reason I would never own it is because I don't have Breaking Bad in my collection.
Right. Yeah, see, I only have Walt, but I really like its 3-0 Walt. And with this 2-pack, it would look really cool with the Walt. But it was the same way for me, Dean. When I first saw it, I actually had COVID. I was in like isolation in quarantine. And I saw it, I was like, oh, it's like a figure with 2 head sculpts where you swap the head sculpts. And I looked it up and I looked closer and I was like, nah, it's actually a 2-pack. It's a, because the suit is different too. So, because the suit is battle damage or whatever, bomb damage, as you would say. But, KG, have you seen Breaking Bad?
Nope.
Dude.
Oh, bro, you have to watch it.
You see, I had many attempts to watch it on Netflix. I just don't have Netflix anymore, so I don't know what else.
Yeah, dude, by like the end of the first episode, I was hooked.
Yeah.
I was like,
my dad has watched it. He loves it. He loves the Breaking Bad show. So for me, this is an easy pass. But for 220 ship 2-pack, oh come on, that's the best deal when it comes to a 2-pack. But then Dean is right. First of all, this is a prototype. It's third party. Just don't know how the product's gonna look like once we do get it in hand. It's crazy because I'm currently finishing season 2 of The Boys right now.
Oh, dude. Wait till you get to season 3. The first scene.
Okay. No, I'm almost there. I'm on the last episode of season 2, so I'm going to be watching it tonight after we're done. You can take the Moff Gideon head sculpt and replace it because, he's kind of aged a little bit and just replace it with the guy in the suit and make him look like from The Boys because he's wearing a suit.
That's true, yeah.
In the suit in the show, so... Yeah, I think the sculpt looks great. I actually kind of like the sculpt with the battle damage one more than I do with the clean version because I saw that scene on YouTube. He kind of has that same exact expression, and it's perfect. So yeah, I think all in all, it looks great. I think what you're getting for 220, I think it's worth it. So it is a 2-pack, right? So it's not like you have to it's just you change the shirt and then it makes into just different figures. It's 2 figures, right?
Yeah, 2 figures. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I think it looks great, but for me, it's going to be a pass and all. But if people who are interested in picking up this, I think it's a great piece to have. If you're a huge Breaking Bad fan, I won't pass on this one. I think it will be a pretty cool one to have in the collection.
Yeah, it's a badass piece. It seriously is. So I'm excited for it. And guys, I have to ask you another philosophical question here. So
Okay.
This is something I think we've noticed in the last maybe year, maybe even more, since really 2 years probably, since Mando came out. This is something I had been thinking about. Why, and I wish Leia was still here for this one. I should have asked it sooner.
Yeah.
But why is Star Wars trending over Marvel? Because this is, for years until Endgame came out, right? Marvel was the king. Like Star Wars was really low at that point before Mandalorian came out because of the sequel trilogy. You know, I love the sequels, right? But a lot of people didn't. And like it was, Star Wars was not in a good place as far as collecting goes. Really in general, really, because the fan base was very divided. So all the collectibles were sitting, even the OG trilogy figures like Obi-Wan and Chewie, I was getting for retail or below retail at that point. Because people were just offloading them because Star Wars was super low.
Right.
And now Marvel was really high, but now it's kind of been the opposite. Marvel has been the low one on the totem pole and Star Wars has gone up. And I think it's a simple answer would be Mandalorian, but I'm wondering if it's more complicated than that. I'm wondering if you guys have any idea. Dean, what do you think? Is there a reason why you think Star Wars is hot right now and Marvel isn't?
Yeah, there's a few things going on, I think. One is the Marvel is really, they kind of gear it towards the Asian market. So it's like oversaturated with figures.
Right.
And then every time the movie comes out, you're talking about, now we're at a point where like every character kind of makes an appearance in every movie. So
Right.
Doctor Strange, there was only one Doctor Strange for years. And then now I think there's more on pre-order Doctor Stranges than there has been, you know, released. Right. So you have the same character in different outfits from different movies and slightly different accessories. And there's just too many of them. So it's like, well, why would I pay retail for Doctor Strange when I could just wait and get it from Tim Cent for, you know, pennies on the dollar? Well, not pennies on the dollar, but, you know, a huge discount. But Star Wars, it's not like that. I don't think the Star Wars is huge in the Asian market. I just don't think it is.
Yeah, that's always what we've heard. Yeah.
And, you know, now we have collectibles and characters that we actually care about again. Like you said, like most people did not like the sequel trilogy. In fact, I think you could still buy in stock sequel trilogy Hot Toys at Sideshow.
You can, like the First Order Troopers and stuff like that.
They
Yeah,
just they like overdid it and people didn't like those movies, and it's like, I'm not buying the shit from these movies. Like, but now you have characters that are cool, like the Mandalorian is well-rounded, well-written, Grogu, super cute, you know, and then going back and it's like, hey, well, people didn't like the sequels. Let's just release some prequel stuff. And those have been selling really well. And then they sell out and the prices go crazy. You know, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Dooku, those are all super expensive figures now. Right. So, yeah, I think it's just like oversaturation of Marvel versus Star Wars. It's just like too much too fast that it's like, well, why would I get this Doctor Strange when they're just going to come out with 10 more in 10 years, you know?
Right.
Is it also, Dean, maybe the fact that after Endgame, people kind of rode that high and then they just got down off the train, you know?
Dude, I don't know, bro. Because after Endgame, you came out with the banger movies, bro. Fucking Spider-Man, No Way Home.
It was Far From after that and No Way Home.
Yeah, and then Shang-Chi I love. Shang-Chi was great.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi, and then now with the multiverse movie, like those are not insignificant movies. I think those have, you know, a lot of hype around them, and rightfully so. They're great. So it's not like Marvel's taking a dip. Those aren't bad movies. Maybe the characters, like, I don't know Shang-Chi, you know, like I do now, but I didn't when the movie was coming out. So like maybe you could make that argument. Like they're not, like, it's just not Captain America. It's not Iron Man. You know, it's not top tier. They're bringing in the B squad now, but the B squad's still pretty strong. So I think it's just oversaturation.
Yeah, I got you. But what do you think, KG? How are you viewing this situation?
Carlos with the 20 bomb.
Should we? Oh, let's address Carlos' super chat real quick. So Carlos said, "Same dude. Thanks so much, Carlos. That's a very generous super chat, bro. Come on, now you're balling, flexing on us. But I love it. I love it, dude. Thanks so much. Same thing. It'll pay for my gas. Same thing is happening with Star Wars. 3 Mandos. 2 heavy Mandos, a million Grogus, 3 Mauls, a tons of Lukes. You'll see the same thing happen to Star Wars. Mando can't go on forever. Eventually, Star Wars will be back to once where it once was.
You're not wrong, Carlos. You're
Great
not
Yeah, he
wrong.
makes a very valid point. I mean, you know, you're going to get every Mandalorian, even though like there's one thigh plate different, or like, you know, you're going to get every Grogu. We've all said there's been a Grogu with every single figure that's come out in the past, like, you know, however many. Because remember at first when they had to keep Grogu secret, and like there was no Grogu merch, and then Grogu became a thing, and then it was like he's in everything. He's on mugs and he's on blankets.
He's everywhere.
Like, he's with every figure, and it's like, you know, he was everywhere, and they really capitalized. And I'm sure they sold a fuck ton of merchandise with Grogu on it. So that was probably the best decision Star Wars has ever made. You know, to include Grogu as a character, because you know, even with anyone, like Mandalorian really reinvigorated Star Wars. Star Wars owes a huge debt to Mandalorian.
Yeah, it was
they
TLA,
really do.
bro. It was
What'd you say?
TLA when the Mandalorian came out.
Yeah.
Like, people just like,
because like I said, Dean, I love the sequels, but they were extremely divisive. Star Wars was not in a good place. It wasn't a good place after the prequels either.
I don't think it's in a particularly good place right now, especially with the Obi-Wan.
Only because of Mando, like you know. Yeah. But Book of Boba Fett has been very controversial, and even Obi-Wan's been a bit polarizing.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan show is. I have my thoughts, and I could.
It wasn't quite as it hasn't been quite as unifying as people thought it was going to be. Like I think it's still like some people love it, some hate it, but I've been enjoying it so far. I don't think it's amazing, but I've been enjoying it. But KG, what do you think, man? What kind of factors do you think are at play here?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's definitely this guy, the Grogu guy.
Yeah, Grogu.
Yeah, that's number one. But I do think look, yeah, you're right. The sequels were not in a great place. I mean, Star Wars, people were not talking Star Wars in Hong Kong. They're like, what's Star Wars? You know, it wasn't a hot topic to talk about before the Mandalorian hit. You know, even when the Mandalorian hit, people were like, oh, see how this show does. Let's see if it's just like the sequels. People loved the first episode, mainly because of Grogu, but I just loved the way how the story went. It was very well paced, very cohesive, the first episode, and the whole series has been very cohesive, you know. And now we just see a bunch of Hot Toys Star Wars, and this has never happened before with Star Wars. You know, this is completely new. We're seeing a lot of Grogus, we're seeing a lot of Bobas, we're seeing a lot of in this 2-pack. To me, this is the best Boba Fett to have. If you don't have the Empire Strikes Back, this is the best one to have right now. Yeah, I mean, the market right now is oversaturated with Marvel. I mean, Endgame was like number one the thing that people were talking about from collecting. Like, oh, what's hot, what's not, what figure do we pick up? And essentially, they made almost every single figure from the Infinity War line and also from the Endgame line. It was huge. Then I believe what kind of went down was WandaVision, and then Winter Soldier, and then Loki was good. Then it went back down. And I do think that Star Wars is maintaining its level of hype right now. With the Book of Boba Fett kind of brought it down, but the last 3 episodes are really good. A lot of fan service. And now this Kenobi, I don't care what people say, but Kenobi to me is a 10 out of 10 show. I think to me, maybe it might be a bold statement, but I think it's better than Mandalorian so far.
That's a super hot take.
Wow.
I enjoyed more than Mandalorian.
Hey, do your thing, KJ.
Because I was always fascinated with the idea of Kenobi during his journey before A New Hope and Empire and Revenge of the Sith. After Revenge of the Sith, so I really want to see how he was dealing with PTSD and all. But yeah, no, Star Wars right now is number one, and and Carlos is right. It will go down at some point. You know, Grogu will grow up, and you know, people might not think he's cute enough to, you know, because right now he's like the Mickey Mouse of
yeah, right.
He's huge. But I do believe that one day, you know, yes, we have seen Marvel trending number one. We have seen Star Wars trending number one. DC will get its recognition one day, and it will at some point, you know. So it's just going to be like a phase. You know, Marvel was a huge phase for the 10 plus years, and now Star Wars is going to be, who knows if the shows are going to be doing well, if they're cohesive, if they're great, you know. But right now, yeah, it's just, I think people kind of lost the love of Endgame, maybe because of the figures taking too long to, you know, for people to get in hand, or it's old news. Let's get into the new stuff like the Mando, Book of Boba Fett, and now Kenobi. Yeah, I think right now Star Wars is hot, and you gotta be picky with Star Wars now. I mean, I remember a time when you can find a Han Solo hot toy figure from A New Hope for like 300 shipped. I remember a time you can't find. Now he's like 600. You know, if you
Right.
want the 2-pack, he's like 1,000 with the 2-pack. So yeah, prices are going up. You know, now it's Star Wars figures from the past, and it's hard to acquire one. But like Carlos says, it's just going to be a phase. You know, we're going to be in the Star Wars phase for a little while now, but at some point, DC will get its own recognition. So we'll see what happens with Star Wars. But yeah, Star Wars is number one right now. It's hot topic.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
interesting
important
to
to
see
have
KG.
dreams, KG.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC, you never know though. I mean, give it some time. I mean, Queen Studios or InArt's going to make that Joaquin Joker that could be popular. They
Ooh,
said
that
that's
would
going to
be
be
a fun
pricey
one.
though. They're already warning people
Oh,
off
yeah.
the bat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Batman's doing pretty well, I think. You know, so
Yeah,
did
very
pretty
good.
well at the box office. So that was a good film. Batman was very good. So yeah, so it's a really good. DC has got some. You know, DC's still riding the Dark Knight as far as merch
They're
goes. though.
dark right now.
As
They're
far
not
as
good.
merch goes, like the Dark Knight came out in like 2007, like 15 years ago, and
That's
like
the
you're
only
still
thing
people are
that's
still
selling.
buying all that shit.
That's
so.
the only thing that's selling. But DC will finally get their stuff together. And
The Batman and Snyder Cut did pretty well, I felt. So
Oh, it
you
did
know.
well. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, what did Carlos say? Carlos, thanks so much, bro. Again, also the illness caused heavy delays.
Yeah.
People got tired of waiting, and Mando came out around the time everything closed down. If not for the illness, the Endgame figures would have sold out. Yeah, it could have been also, Carlos, the Endgame was highly overproduced.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Hot Toys just overproduced the hell out. They did that with Infinity War. Like the Mark 50 is still in stock and has been in stock for years. Infinity War Captain America was in stock for years. Infinity War Thor, all those Infinity War figures they made a ton of.
I mean, Dean said it himself. They focus on the Asian market, and the Asian market loves Iron Man. They love Endgame. Maybe till this day they still do, but right now Mando and Grogu is the number one thing they're talking about.
Yeah. And Mario El Profesoro in the house. He said, I hope the
Hey.
Star Wars hype dies so I can go back and get some figures I missed for a decent deal. Yeah.
I hope so
He's
too.
not wrong.
I hope
It
so.
will eventually. It will. Everything has its run. So Marvel will come back, and then Star Wars will come back, and then Marvel,
Phase.
and then yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll fluctuate. So it could take years of time, but it'll go back and forth, I think.
Yeah, sure.
That's the most likely outcome. But guys, I think we're gonna wrap it there. We covered some serious territory tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's always a blast. We covered a lot of good stuff. And Dean, I gotta ask you, bro, like what's coming up on Collecting Weekly you want to talk about? You guys are always streaming. You gotta talk about, you know, Aux Daddy and Everyday Collector. Y'all got like an all-star squad over there.
Yeah, so we got we got a whole week this week, Monday through Sunday, bro. Monday we got our unboxing. I don't know what they're unboxing. John said it, but I forgot. Tuesday's our main show. We just talk about the news, 6 scale and stuff like that. Wednesday is our After Dark show where we just shoot the shit, talk about life, stuff that happens, you know. No real plan there. We just hang out. So come hang out with us. Thursday should be Small Talk, where they talk about every 12 scale and under, around there. So that's cool if you like Black Series, Marvel Legends, figure art, stuff like that. Friday we do Collectors Club, that's statues and comics. Pretty popular show. And then Saturday I believe we have D&D, our D&D campaign that we live stream, and that's fun. That's real fun.
Dude, nice.
So, yeah, we got it's a packed week. So.
You're like the Hellfire Club.
Yeah, dude. Best season ever.
People
bro.
are gonna get that reference if you watch Stranger
Bro,
Things. So.
best season.
It was really good. It was really good. And there's 2 more
So good.
episodes. 2 more episodes.
Oh, is it just 2?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
a whole
but
other
the one's like
volume.
2.5 hours long. So it's like basically a movie. There's 2 more episodes and then they're gonna do a final season 5.
Cool. Very
So there's
cool.
2 more coming July 1st or 2nd, I think. There's 2 more episodes. One's like an hour and one's like 2.5 hours. So it's really like 4 episodes, really.
Sweet.
So
Okay. Very cool.
yeah. Dude, that season was really good so far though. So
I've watched it
honestly.
all in one sitting, bro.
Really?
I
Dude.
couldn't stop. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll end it here, and then like the cliffhanger would come, and I'm like, I can't end it there. I gotta go to sleep. Like,
Yeah.
And by the time I was like, I'll save 2 episodes for later, and then
See, my
Again, I
girlfriend
was
and I
like,
were
I
in
can't
quarantine
end
and we
it
just
here.
binged it.
yeah, and then I was like, well, like I'm already here at the end. I'll just watch it.
Might as well. Finish the
Amazing, dude.
episodes.
Yeah. Gotcha. Dude, well, thanks so much, Gene. Guys, check out Collecting Weekly. They're awesome. They do some amazing work over there. And KG, bro, what's coming
Yes.
up on the KG Collector channel, man?
Yeah, well, right now, as you know, I'm on set. You know, Zendaya's like right there. No. But honestly, as always, Will, thank you for having me. Every time I'm on here, I love getting philosophical. Love
Oh,
your
dude, thanks,
philosophical questions. Yeah. So last week or last Friday, we had Wonder Twins on my channel with Riley and I. We had so much fun getting back together, recapping last month we haven't done Wonder Twins, so that was a lot of fun. Next week we got Wonder Twins on Riley's channel. We don't know, it might be Thursday or Friday depending on Riley's schedule. But I am getting a new figure in Friday, I believe, so I might do my very first unboxing and review depending on how I feel about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you'll see me around. Oh, I'll be on Pose Wars, I believe. Is it this Wednesday, Dean?
Oh, I forgot we changed the day on that, didn't we?
Yeah, and I believe it's Wednesdays now, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we are doing it on Wednesdays.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. So I will be on that, and if anybody else invites me on the stream, then yeah, I'll be on there. But yeah, you'll see me casually from stream to stream. So that'll be it for me, man. But as always, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe to Dean, aka from Collecting Weekly, and also Will on his channel. These guys are great content creators. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, so that's love. Collecting Weekly. There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Dean, you were like flashing there for a second. I was like, what's going on here? So you're showing off on for us.
Thank you, Will, again.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much for joining, KG. And guys, thanks so much to the amazing panel that I had. Lael included, dude. These guys are awesome. And yeah, it was a great show. We covered a lot of good territory. Don't forget, I just put up Lights Camera Collect on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
So if you want to listen, KG, or anyone else who wants to listen, it is
I was listening
only.
to it.
Yeah, you can listen to that, or you can watch it on YouTube. It's up there for anyone who wants to watch it. It was Lael and I. It was a fun chat as always. And we got that'll be every Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. We have this, of course, live stream every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Dean knows when Game Toys drops another pre-order for Tifa or Aerith or something like that, I'll do a preview video because I've been previewing that whole line.
Let me join you on that.
Yeah, dude, if you want to, we could do one live. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I think Tifa's next, though. I think that they've been really talking about doing Tifa for a while.
I hope, dude.
Yeah, as long as it's not like that statue, bro. Come on now, like that shit was an embarrassment. But guys, thanks so much to everyone in the chat for joining. Hope you guys had a great time, and thank you to all everyone who supported the channel just by being here. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, we'll have more content coming up for you in the future. So all I can say is stay tuned for more around the corner. And thanks to my amazing panel again, and for everyone for being so supportive and awesome. I'm starting to get over COVID. I did get sunburned though. So one thing after the next, and high gas prices. So I don't know. I'm just going to complain a little bit. But guys, that's it. Bye. Peace out. See you.